When he came to the Lake, I've been a diehard Laker fan since, 1990 when I came to the States from Iran. And I never forget this. We would sit there and watch the game together. My dad and I would watch you play. And one day, Lakers are playing against the 76ers. And it's game one. If you know my dad, you know he's had a lot of heart attacks. We're watching game one. Iverson hits the shot over Ty Lue, right?
Yeah.
Game ends, they win the game, first game. My dad gets up and my dad says, Patrick, take me to the hospital. We went straight to the hospital because he was having heart issues. So that's how much we go back watching you grow up. Watching you play. It was amazing doing what you did for one organization for 20 years. But, before we get into it and kind of talk about what you're working on today and some of the mental toughness stuff here, if I was in high school with you,
yeah,
outside of your game, outside you playing ball, who was Kobe Bryant as an individual and personality in high school? We were in high school together.
Much the same that I am now, actually, which is extremely curious. I had a great teacher in high school. Her name is Jane Mastriano, who I'm still very close to. And she sparked my curiosity in writing. And the reason why I felt it was important at the time was not for the writing's sake, or not for storytelling purposes, but there are things inherently in story, that can help me be a better basketball player, be a better teammate, better leader, understand emotions better. So that's why I got into storytelling, actually. So just insanely curious, man. And, trivial things weren't going to pull my attention. It had to be things weren't going to pull my attention. It had to be things that I had a purpose. I wanted to be one of the best basketball players to ever play. And anything else that was outside of that lane, I didn't have time for.
At what age did that goal become crystal clear?
I made that deal with myself at 13 years old.
At 13 years old?
13 years old. That's the deal I made.
Crystal clear about it?
Crystal clear.
And where did inspiration come from?
The love of the game. The challenge. Like I would watch Magic play. I'd watch Michael play. And I would see them do these unbelievable things. And I'd say, can I get to that level? I don't know, but let's find out. And so that curiosity to see where I could push this thing led me down that path, I think.
Led you down that path?
I think so.
Now, were you always competitive from the day you were born? You were super competitive?
Competitive with things that I participate in. So I'll put it to you this way. So Michael is competitive in all things that don't make sense, right?
Ping pong.
Yeah, it's just, you know what I'm saying? So he would try to get me to play golf all the time. Mike, I know about you. I've written books report about you in elementary school. I know you started playing golf when you were in Carolina. So that means if I'm doing the math, you've been playing golf for 100 fucking years. I have not picked up a golf club. Ever. The last thing you're going to do is get me on a golf course and annihilate me. I'm not going to do it.
You've never picked up a golf club?
No, I did it one time and I was hitting 400-yard grounders. And so it got my competitiveness going. I got to learn this game. But then I broke my finger during that year and then I couldn't play much and that was it.
So the one thing when I see with you and I think about brain and I think focus, how so many different things brain can get distracted on, and I'm going to put focus on this and focus on this and focus on this. Mm-hmm. Do you think one of the edge you have over everybody else was the biggest percentage of your focus was on one thing? Mm-hmm. Do you see it that way? That was my edge over everybody else?
I do. At the time, I didn't really understand that, right? So, basketball for me was the most important thing. So everything I saw, whether it was TV shows, whether it was books I read, people I talked to, everything was done to try to learn how to become a better basketball player. Everything. And so when you have that point of view, then literally the world becomes your library to help you to become better at your craft.
The world becomes your library to help you improve your craft, better your craft.
Yes, indeed.
So because you know what you want, the world's giving you exactly the information you need to become better at it.
Because you know what you're looking for.
Yeah. So would you, when you sized your peers up, how'd you size your peers up? If you're sizing people, I'm talking you're 13 years old, you're sizing peers up, what lens are you looking through your peers?
So at 13 years old, I had I had a kill list. And so, they used to do these rankings. It was Street and Smith basketball rankings. And I was nowhere to be found because I was like 6'4", scrawny, like 160 pounds soaking wet. So I was like 57 on the list. And so I will look at 56, 55, all the way up to number 1, who these players are, what club teams they played for. So when we go on an AAU travel circuit, I got to hunt them down, right? And so that became my mission in high school, is to check off every other person, all those 56 other names, hunt them down and knock them down. That was it.
Get a target on them right off the bat.
That was it.
Very simple. That's unbelievable. Let me ask you this question. You say I'm one of the guys on that list ahead of you, and we play. What are you doing to get a feel? Is your mind like, are you asking, let me see if this guy's better than me in this side and this side and this side? Or are you just going saying, I'm going to kill this guy?
Well, it depends what year. So like at 13 years old, I played the longer game because my game wasn't about being better than you at 13. It was to be better than you when the chips are really on the line. So when we played at 13, I would size you up and see what your strengths and weaknesses are. How do you approach the game? Are you silly about it? Are you goofy about it? Are you good at it just because you're bigger and stronger than everybody else? Right? Or is there actually thought and skill that you put into it? Right? And when I'd play to my weaknesses. I wouldn't play to my strengths. I played to my weaknesses. Because when you're playing summer basketball, there's so many games. So there's not a lot of skill work being done. So when are you going to get better? Right? When you're playing in competition situations.
If you had a choice, would you rather pay $12 for this cheese grater on Amazon or pay less than $2 on
situations, you're only playing to your strengths. Why? Because you want to win. Right? So what I would do, I was work on the things during those games that I was weak at. Left hand, pull up jump shot, post game. Right? So I have a strategy. And so then fast forward to when I'm 17 and my game is completely well-rounded, and that player at 13 that I saw at 13 is still doing the same shit at 17. Now you got a problem.
That's right.
You got a problem.
And you saw that.
You got a problem.
And by the way, let me ask you. So that's high school. You go into the league. When you're going into the league, you're going with a lot of guys that were, same age, same class as you were going in.
Yeah.
Were you sizing those guys up the same exact way as you did in high school?
I did, but in the NBA, it was actually easier. Because what I found in the NBA is a lot of guys played for financial stability. And when they came to the NBA, they got that financial stability. So therefore, the passion and the work ethic and the obsessiveness was gone. So I'm looking at that, I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna be like taking candy from a baby. No wonder Mike wins all these fucking championships. It's like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then you had the players that had that passion, but weren't willing to commit their entire lives to doing it, right? It's a choice. Right? You have other things. You have family. You have all these other things that you have to do. The game can't really be your number one priority. And so I was just looking at that like, man, this is gonna be fun.
In the Muse, you said, I knew you couldn't do what I was doing because I was obsessed. I'm paraphrasing. And then you said, whether it's friends, relationship, it didn't matter. It was all basketball.
Yeah.
If I'm buddies with you from high school, if I'm a cousin of yours, what happened to our relationship? How did that gravitate when you went into the league and you're determined to become the greatest, or you're determined to become one of the greatest? What happens to our relationship?
Oh, it suffers.
It does suffer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you understood that. You were okay with that.
Well, yeah. And the people that love you, like friends and family, like they know that about you.
Got it.
So they let you be you. And when you reconvene, you pick back up where you left off. Mm-hmm. But make no mistake about it, everything in between is lost, right? So those long-term relationships, the commitment of time of, taking vacation. Like I see a lot of players take vacations with other players that are close friends. And just take vacations just to take vacations, or just hang out, just to hang out. Like I never did that.
Why not though? Why didn't you do that?
Well, because when I retire, I didn't want to have to say, I wish I would have done more. I don't want that. I don't want that.
So okay, so you come in. It's very powerful what you just said. Some of your peers were in it for the money, so they got the money. Okay, great. Buy a house for my mom. Dad wanted that car. Get this, get that. Have fame. Go to different cities. I'm partying. I'm doing all this other stuff. Who were some of the guys that you saw and you watched that weren't just driven by the money? Were there some names that you looked at and says, these three guys are as crazy as I am?
At the time, I deal with what I refer to as Goat Mountain. I went to Goat Mountain and I talked to Magic, Michael, Bird, Keem Olajuwon, Jerry West, Oscar Robinson, Bill Russell. So I would talk to them. What did you do? What were your experiences? Michael in particular, he's become my big brother. He's been my big brother since I first came in the league. And what was that process like? So I went to them and started understanding the ins and outs of the game and how they approach things and their level of detail and obsessiveness. And that's what I did.
Why do you think, first of all, let me ask how it felt, but I'm curious to know why you think as well. How did it feel knowing, like, from the moment you got into the league, the guy at the time is the greatest of all time. Everybody wants to be like Mike, Gatorade, all this stuff. The level of respect he had for you when he spoke about you was different than everybody else. And you're an 18, 19-year-old kid at that time.
Yeah.
How did that feel when you heard how he spoke about you?
It made me feel good, but like what I told him, I was like, you didn't say anything I didn't already know. So, so like when I tell you, like when I was in high school, and I used to work out with the 76ers. I used to ask him, what's it like to guard Mike? Mike? You mean Black Jesus? I'm like, what the fuck? Black who? Oh, we call him Black Jesus. Or you can call him Black Cat. I'm like, I'm gonna call him fucking Mike. That's his fucking name. So the level of fear that he inspired in others was insane. Wow. And I would tell him, I said, when I face him, we're gonna go at it. He says, oh, you don't wanna do that. I'm like, what? Man, you don't know me, man. And so when we matched up, I think he understood that. And when I was 18, my first year, he got the best of me a bunch of times. I was right there the next play. You're not intimidating me. Yeah. I'm not going anywhere. And I think he saw that level of respect because I think he was the same way at 18 years old. And that common bond is what I think, where our connection was built.
Yeah, it was great watching you guys going back and forth, whether it was the All-Star game or whether the famous scene where, you're guarding him, he's in front of you, you're asking him a question, there's a question, and he's saying footwork and do this.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful watching that take place with the two of you guys. How's your relationship today?
That was my big brother, man. Like, I can't, it's, we talk often. We send each other Christmas cards every year.
Send each other Christmas cards.
Every year that we have nothing to do with, but, yet still, but we're extremely close, man. Extremely close.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, as a fan, I'm not in your world. Your world is a whole different world. I just see it from a fan, and I just see it from what experts say. But as a fan, I feel that's exactly how it would be with you and him because the level of respect from both sides is reciprocal. And it's great to hear that. Going a little bit past it, you came into the league, you start playing. First year, you get traded for Divac, which we were devastated when we lost Vlade Divac. Heartbroken when we lost Divac. Okay, I think he got...
All right, familia, grand rising, happy Wednesday, and I hope everybody is having a blessed morning. I know I am. I'm feeling so good, so blessed, so aligned with my purpose. Morning routine was incredible, and just really happy with where we are as a team, as an organization, as a community, as a family. And I'm just super excited to be here with all of you. What's up, my brother Matt Gribby on the call with me? What's the greatest? Love you, fam. Hope you're having a great time over there on Tour G. But super blessed, super grateful, guys. I hope everybody is feeling blessed, feeling good. I am feeling aligned. I'm feeling connected. Everything is working in my favor. I'm feeling good and getting better each and every single day. I'm expecting miracles and I'm getting miracles, Matt Gibby. And just everything is working in our favor, man. And I'm just so blessed and grateful, that I get the opportunity to pour into the family every day. I had a really good morning routine. Sevens in the chat box if you did your morning routine this morning. Some sevens in the chat. Sevens in the chat if you did your morning routine this morning and you got it all done right before you jumped on this call. We have a really good call ahead of us. I'm excited for it, and I'm really looking forward to teaching you guys some things that I've been learning about and the importance of what's going on. Yes, yes, yes. I love what I'm seeing. No slip ups. Everybody's working. Yes, yes, yes. Amazing. Well, look, guys, I'm excited to be on this call. We're about to get this call started here, but before we do so, I want to start off by sharing some gratitude as well. As you guys know, gratitude is the source where all good things come from, and it's important that we always are sharing gratitude and making sure that everybody around us understands that we are spreading nothing but love and gratitude always, fam. So what is one thing that you are grateful for? Type it in the chat box, because I am grateful for God. I'm grateful for family. I am grateful for my mom, my dad, my little brother, my goddaughter Dariana. I'm extremely grateful for the whole Mornings with Nano community, my team, the leaders within my organization, everyone in Leadership Dynasty. I'm extremely grateful for Katie. I'm grateful for the book, The Mamba Mentality. I'm grateful for Kobe Bryant himself. God rest his soul, for everything that he's been able to do and teach me, even though he's no longer here with us. I'm extremely grateful for the roof over my head, the food I get to eat, the event that I went to yesterday, which was awesome. And just overall, super, super grateful for my body, my healthy mind, the alignment, the systems in my body, and everything that is, happening in my life here today. So blessed, 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 and grateful is an understatement. And I want to thank you guys so, so much for taking the time to hop on this call. I don't know if you guys can hear a little bit of the noise that's going on outside. They're cutting down some trees that are out there. They're about to start building some houses over there. So I don't know if you guys can hear it. If you guys can and it's too much, I can move. But if not, we run it from right here and hope everything is good. But let's get this call started. Okay, it's fine. Great, awesome. So let's talk about what I want to talk about today. And today's topic, I said, the drama is in the details. Okay, the drama is in the details. Okay, and I've been studying, as you guys know. I've been reading this book right now called The Mamba Mentality by Kobe Bryant. Okay, and as I study him and as I study the Mamba Mentality, as you guys know, and if you don't know, Kobe Bryant was one of the best basketball players in the world. Okay, he is somebody that emulated success and what it was all about, longevity. And what the Mamba mentality is, in shorter words, is the Mamba mentality is becoming the best version of yourself. All right, pushing yourself to become the best version and not accepting any limits, right? And I want to make sure that you guys understand why it is that I'm, studying this individual, because all he ever wanted to do was be the greatest at whatever he did. And that's the same mentality that I have. I may not be playing basketball, but I have that mentality within my business. I have that mentality with becoming a leader. I have that mentality with becoming the best motivational speaker that there is in the world. The drama is in the details. Let me just put the title here and then we'll rock it off. So I've really been paying attention to a lot of the things that he did, and I really wanted to study the mindset and what was that he did in order for him to accomplish the success that he accomplished. And I really have learned a lot so far about just a few things, and it's just so amazing. I can't even put the book down. I'm already halfway done with the book because it's just so good and so powerful. But the drama is in the details. Now, what does that mean, right? The small things lead to the big results, right? The small things that we sometimes tend to, overlook, and the small things that we tend to just put to the side, sometimes those are the things that we need to be paying attention to in order for us to get the results that we really want in life. Okay. So that's why the name of the call today is called The Drama is in the Details. Okay, because we got to make sure that we're paying attention to the small things just as much as we're paying attention to the big things in our life, because we have a lot of big things in our life, right? We have family, we have, finances, we have businesses, we have teams. But within those big things, there's small little things that make up the bigger picture. Okay. And I want you guys to make sure and understand that in order for you to accomplish the goals that you want, you got to pay more attention to the little things that eventually add up to make the bigger picture become a reality. And that's something that I've started to study, because I feel like too many of us, we just focus on the bigger picture, the bigger picture, the bigger picture. But like the title says, the drama is in the details. So we're going to be talking about the little things and some of the little things within our business, within our personal life, even within our social media, and just life in general, that we need to be paying more attention to, so that way we can improve a lot more. But before I do so, I want to give you guys some advice. Yesterday, I've been going to networking events in New York. I've been here for 2 weeks now. And I said, since I'm going to be here a few days, let me be productive and let me go meet some people. So I've been going on Google and on Eventbrite and on Meetup, and I've been looking up networking events, and I've been looking up, crypto events and things where I can go meet other people outside of my industry, that, a lot of people already know me. I want to go meet new people. So the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I feel like a lot of us on this call also need to start doing the same thing, right? We have over 400 people live right now, plus right now. Guys, I challenge you guys to look up some networking events in your cities for the month of August and start hitting some of them, some of those networking events up. Go talk to people about what you do. Go talk to people and see how you can bring value to them and how they can bring value to you. I met so many amazing people yesterday. So many amazing people who are in real estate, people who are in the technology business. I met people who are, in the renovation business. I met people in the financial business. I met so many people yesterday, and I was able to connect with them. I was able to get their numbers, their Instagrams. I got invited to more events. I was able to hit it off with a group of individuals, and it was awesome. And I wanted to let you guys know that, because I know that all of you guys are so well connected and your spirits are so clean that a lot of people will love to learn from you. A lot of people will love to have access to the things that you have access to. So I challenge you guys in the month of August, okay, to go to some networking events in your city, right? Look up networking events in your city. Look up crypto NFT events in your city. Look up, health and wellness events in your cities and go to them, right? Go to them. Look, right now in the chat box, Emmy said August 9th, West Palm Beach. I'm hosting one. Tap in. Tap in with Emmy, because I was able to meet some great people. And I know that we're in the business of people and connecting others. And there's nothing better than that. All right, fam. So just wanted to get you guys to, give you guys some advice on that. Now, real quick, if you're going to take my challenge and you're going to go, type an 8 in the chat box if you're going to go and go network with some people and make yourself uncomfortable. Because yesterday, my networking event was speed networking. So you ever heard of speed dating? Yesterday it was speed networking. So it was a group of people, like 20 people, and they kind of give you like this card, and everybody has like a number. I was number 10, which is ironic because I wore number 10 in college. But you get there, and then there's like about 20 people, and it's speed networking. So you get to sit down with somebody for 6 minutes, and for like 3 minutes each, you get to basically pitch each other's business. Hey, what do you do? Get to know each other. How can we bring value to each other? So on and so forth, dude. And I was able to meet some dope people. I was even able to meet people that were in businesses that I was like, wow, that's dope. I didn't even know you can do that. I didn't even know that there was a field for that. So it was similar to speed dating, but it was a speed networking, which was super dope. And it was dope. So she told me, the girl, she said they do it every 2 weeks. So I'm like, yo, I may come to the next one as well. Why not? be able to meet some great people over there. So that's just a quick advice. My brother Eddie Cornell was good, bro. Yes, number 21 was the number. That's a fact. But let's get started with today's call, right? So paying attention to the details, okay? The drama is in the details. And even just me going to that event was me paying attention to the details. I'm somebody that, I'm always looking for ways to improve. I'm always looking for ways to get myself uncomfortable. And I said, I live in one of the best cities in the world, not just Miami, but also New York. I said, I need to go out there and network with people. And that was me. Yeah. And I went alone. I went by myself, literally put on the suit on, and I went by myself, took an Uber down there and went straight down by myself. I do a lot of things by myself. I don't wait for nobody. I know a lot of people are not going to be with it, so I just do it on my own. But I pay attention to the details always. Okay. And that's something that I want all of us to start doing as well, right? So, in what areas do we need to pay attention to the details? I think the first area that we need to pay attention to the details is in our personal life. Okay. And I'm going to talk about a few areas where we need to pay attention to certain details because it's important that we do that. Okay. So the first area where we need to pay attention to the details is in our personal life. Now, when I talk about our personal life, I'm talking about, your morning routine. I'm talking about your family. I'm talking about, your relationship. I'm talking about certain things. Now, it can vary, but what I'm saying is you got to pay attention, let's say, for example, to the details with your morning routine. That's something that we always talk about. Okay. If you are paying attention to the details when it comes to your morning routine, that means that you got to make sure that every day you are waking up at the same time without a miss. That's the details right there. Because if you pay attention and you're like, okay, today I woke up at 7, tomorrow I woke up at 7:30, the next day I woke up at 8, then I came back and I woke up at 7, then the day before that, and then guess what? That's not paying attention to the details because you're waking up at a different time every single day. There's no details when there's no, what do I call it, execution. So even something as the time that you're waking up, that's paying attention to the details. So are you waking up at the same exact time every day? That's so important because that shows how disciplined you are and that shows how committed you are to your craft. Okay. I can't show up to practice one day at 8 a.m. and then show up the next day to practice at 8:30 and then the next day at 8:15 and then at 8:40 and then at 9 a.m. No, no, no. If practice is at 8, I got to show up there at that time every single day. Okay. So when it comes to your morning routine, I would pay attention to the details when it comes to the time that you're waking up. I would pay attention to the details when it comes to the hand that you're using when it comes to brushing your teeth. That's paying attention to the details right there. All right. Are you using your dominant hand or are you using your less dominant hand? Okay. I would pay attention to the details with the amount of time that you're spending meditating, reading, listening to the audios, the way that you're working out. What muscle areas are you working on when you're working out? Right? This is the kind of attention to detail that I want you guys to have. Okay? Because write this down. Attention to detail shows how intentional you are being. Attention to detail shows how intentional you are being. If you are paying attention to the details to the T, that shows you how intentional you're being. But if you're not paying attention to the details, you're not being intentional. And if you're not being intentional, that means your actions are fruitless. If you are not being intentional, that means that your actions are fruitless. What do I mean by fruitless? That means that they're not creating. You have to be very, very intentional with everything that you're doing when it comes even down to your morning routine. Even when it comes down to when you work out, what muscle areas are you going to work out on? Okay. This is so important, very key. Once you understand that, everything changes. Same thing goes outside of your morning routine, your personal life, right? How's the details with your family? Are you paying attention to recognizing your family, loving your family, spending time with your family? That was something that I had to pay attention to, right? Because I was, they talk about family time and how important it is. For me now, family time is very important to me. Okay, from the times of around 5 p.m. to like about 7 p.m., that's family time for me. That's me putting my phone down. That's me coming to the living room, spending time with my mom, spending time with my dad, having conversations with them, asking them, hey, how was your day? How was work? Talking to my dad about the baseball games and so on and so forth, right? Paying attention to the details, seeing what they need, understanding what they're going through. I started to pay more attention to those things when it came to my family, making sure that I'm checking in on my little brother, not forgetting to check in on my little brother, right? Because sometimes we forget to check in on the people that we love, right? So I've made it a priority to check in on my little brother, 2 to 3 times a week. Just see how he's doing, where he's at, if he needs help with anything. We've even become more of accountability partners at this point. Little things, the little things make a big difference, right? Paying attention to the details within your relationship. Are you doing the small things, or are you just doing the things that make you comfortable and are just getting you by? When was the last time you did something special for your significant other? When was the last time, you paid attention to the way things were going in the relationship? When was the last time a gift, a dinner, a something, right? It's about paying attention to the details in all areas of your life, because what do they say? How you do one thing is how you do everything. If you start paying attention to the details in one area, you're going to start paying attention to the details in all the other areas. The small things. Don't get used to the surface level things, the things that you got to do. Do the things that you did to get to the surface level, the small little things that got you. Because what I've realized ever since I started paying more attention to detail, a lot of things have changed in my life overall. When it comes to my mood, when it comes to the way that I feel, when it comes to the relationships that I'm having, the peace, my family, my leaders, my relationship, everything has improved. Because guess what? I'm paying attention to more details. Okay, more details. And the title says the drama is in the details. What I mean by the drama is the performance. Your performance is based on the attention to detail that you have. And I feel like too many of us sometimes, since we get too caught up in what's going on and on the surface level things, that we forget the small little things that we need to do. Those small little things added up over time make a huge difference. Listen to that again. The small little things added up over time make a huge difference. This is so key. Smallest thoughts can lead to the biggest rabbit hole. That is so true. So I wanted to make sure you guys knew this, because we're going into a new month. We're finishing off a new a month of July that was great, that was filled with abundance, that was filled with a lot of success for a lot of individuals. But I want to make sure now that every single one of you guys are really paying attention to a lot of the details that we need to pay attention to, so that we can accomplish a lot of the goals that we have. Because that's something that I had to do. I said, you know what? Let me pay more attention to the details in my life. Let me actually pay attention to the details when it comes to my morning routine, when it comes to my relationship, when it comes to my family, when it comes to my budgeting, the details, down to the point where if I could share my screen on YouTube, I could show you guys. I have a budgeting sheet in my notes as to how much money I'm spending on what I'm spending it on, how much money I have left in my budget to spend, everything. Paying attention to things that I didn't pay attention to in the past. I know how much money I spend every day, okay? How much money I earn for the week, how much I spend, how much I have left over, how much I'm giving away, how much is going towards my family. I know everything that's going on, but those were things that I wasn't paying attention to early, a few months ago. A few months ago, I would get paid. Let's spend, let's spend, let's spend. Money here, money there, money here, money there, money here, money there, money here, money here, there. And my best advice for all of you guys on this call is don't wait to make money to start budgeting yourself. Start budgeting yourself now where you are, even with the amount that you're making now. Start that budgeting now. Even if you're only earning $100 a week, $500 a week. You don't need a financial advisor. You could be your own financial advisor. How much you earn a week, a month, break down your expenses. All right, automatically, these are my expenses. I have rent, I have my car, I have my self-care, I got my kids, I got this. Okay, this is how much I have left over. Okay, how am I going to allocate this that I have left over? Because the first thing you got to get rid of is your expenses, your bills. Right? That's what I do. Okay, I make this amount of money a week, a month, for example. I make this amount a month. Great. Okay, what are my expenses? I got so and so and so and so and so and so and so. Okay, now that I got all my expenses out of the way, this is how much money I have left. Okay, out of this money I have left, I'm going to save this amount. I'm going to invest this amount. I'm going to give this money away, and I'm going to keep this money for me to spend and for whatever I got to do. And now I'm paying more attention to the details. And you know what's funny? Me doing that has saved me so much money because I realized how much money I was spending on eating out, right? Type a 1 in the chat box if you also spend money eating out. Anybody else spend a lot of money eating out? I'm spending a lot of money eating out. This looks a little blurry. Let me clean this right here. Anybody else spend a lot of money eating out? I spend a lot of money eating out, right? But because I started paying attention to the details, I realized, this is a place where I can save money. Like I can save myself a few $100s a month if I just do something different, right? That's why I started to, I just bought this protein shake. And I just bought it because it was a meal replacement for me. I said, okay, this is going to cost me $80, for example. It costs me $80, but it gives me 14 meals. So if I do the math, if every day for lunch I'm spending $20-$30, just do the math, right? It cost me $80 where instead of me eating lunch, right, I can just, have this meal replacement shake with a fruit, with a piece of fruit, right? And now I'm saving myself those $20-$30, right? And guess what? I'm paying $80 for 14 meal replacement meals because I eat dinner later on. So think about it. If I'm spending, let's say it was $20 a day, 7 days a week for lunch, that's $140 a week. In 2 weeks, that's $280. All right. Now, guess what? Think about this. I paid $80 for a meal replacement shake that gives me 14 meals for 14 days. Okay. So if you sit down and think about it, if I take off, if in 2 weeks, if I was eating out for 2 weeks at $20 a day, I would spend $280 just on lunch for the 2 weeks. But now I'm only spending $80, which means I'm saving $200. You see that? $200 I'm saving every 2 weeks now because I found a way for me to have a meal replacement. So now instead of me every 2 weeks I'm saving 200, right? That means a month I'm saving 400. Boom, that's 400 bucks that I just saved. How many of us could use an extra 400 bucks for bills, for this, for that? That's an extra 400 now that, guess what I can do for that? I can invest that. I can save that. Right? And I'm using me as an example because, right, that's kind of like how much money I spend. That's me as an example, right? I usually that's what I and that's on average. Yesterday lunch for me was 35 bucks because I got myself, I got myself a little inexpensive lunch, but my lunch yesterday was 35 bucks. So in reality, I'm saving way more than 400. I'm probably saving 500, close to $600 a month just by investing into something because I said, you know what? I need to pay more attention to the details. More attention to the details. Even when it comes down to the water that I drink, the food that I eat, the time that I go to sleep, the things that I eat before I go to sleep. Even paying attention to the ingredients that are in my food. I'm to the point where I'm paying attention to detail to that extent. And I want you guys to understand that, yes, I have read The Richest Man in Babylon. But I understand that now. And this is what I want all of us to start doing. And this is a practice. I didn't want to come on this call and just, talk. I wanted to come on this call and give you guys practical things that we can do. Budgeting, listen to me very closely. I didn't budget myself. I've spent a lot of money unconsciously because I come from a background, and at the end of the day, it's nobody to blame but myself. But I was brought up where we didn't budget. We weren't taught the power of budgeting. We weren't taught how to save and how to invest. So when I first started making money, I didn't know how to do any of that stuff. I was making money. I was like, bro, let's go eat roofs. Let's go eat steak every Friday night. $300-$400 dinners every Friday. Eating out every day. Flights, Uber XLs, this, that, everything. And then I was like, and then when I look back and I saw it, I'm like, damn, I made all this money this year, but this is what I have left over. I spent a lot of unnecessary money. There was a lot of unnecessary money that I spent. And I was like, man, I need to stop doing this. Like, yes, I wanna live a good life. Yes, I want to eat the best food, but I gotta focus first on the budgeting. Because think about that. $400, $500, $600 a month that I'm saving, I could put that towards my mom's house, my mom and dad's house that I'm building them, right? I could put that towards crypto. I could put that towards an investment that is going to make me more money. Instead of me spending it on a dinner, me spending it on unnecessary stuff, let me focus on the things that are going to help me be better. So these are the things that I had to start paying attention to, the details, right? Why is the name of the topic called The Drama is in the Details? What is the drama? Who was listening earlier? What did I say the drama was in the title? What is the drama when it comes to this title? What's the drama? Let's see who was paying attention. The drama is your performance. And your performance is based on your attention to the detail. I had to call up my phone bill. I'm like, because I pay me and my parents' phone bill. I'm like, yo, I had to call them up. I'm like, yo, this phone bill is kind of expensive. Is there any way that we can save some money on this? Is there a new plan or something? Bro, I was able to find a way to save myself an extra $50, $60 on my phone bill every month. Right? There were so many things that I was even, you know what I also did? if you go on your phone and you go to settings and you go to subscriptions, you would realize how many subscriptions you have that you're paying for that you don't even use. I was paying for subscriptions, $15 here, $10 there, $5 here, $3. All these subscriptions that I wasn't even using. Every month I was paying for all these subscriptions, and I'm like, bro, I don't even use this stuff anymore. I don't even play this game anymore. I don't even use this app anymore. And I was like, bro, they've been taking money from me for months. I had realized that I was paying like $20, $30 a month for this course that I never used. And I'm like, yo, I've been paying $20, $30 a month for this course that I haven't used for months. Trust me, guys, there's so many places where you can save money on that you don't even know, but you're not paying attention to the details. And since you're not paying attention to the details, okay, you're losing out on a lot of money. Your performance in your businesses, in your life, in your relationship are not showing up because guess what? You're not paying attention to the details. And I'm only telling you guys that because I caught myself not paying attention. I caught myself not paying attention. It cost me a lot. And it has cost me because I didn't pay attention. So the first area that you want to pay attention to is your personal life. And like I said, your personal life has to do with multiple different areas. It could do with your morning routine. It could do with your family. It can do with your finances, right? But make sure that this stuff, you start paying attention more to these things. The food that you eat, the people that you surround yourself with. I'm telling you, it makes all the difference. Remember, those small little details added up over time make a big, big difference. I started realizing that I was making more money now. I was making the same amount of money, but I felt like I was making more now because I wasn't spending as much money on subscriptions. I wasn't spending as much money on food. I wasn't spending as much money on Ubers. I wasn't spending as much money. And I was like, man, I got more money left over at the end of the month now. I have more money saved up. Now I'm putting more money into investments. Now I'm putting more money away. Before I wasn't able to put away as much as I'm putting away now because before I wasn't paying attention to the details. My morning routine feels a lot better because guess what? I'm paying more attention to the details. So these are things that I want you guys to do. So the first place I want you guys to pay attention is your personal life. The second place I want you to pay attention to the details in is in your business. Your business, right? Everybody here has different businesses. So I'm not going to, talk about any specific business in general, but pay attention to the things in your business. Okay. Pay attention to how many people you're bringing in. Like you got to sit down and ask yourself, in the month of July, what was your performance? Right? It's already July 27th. We could do a pretty good audit and be like, all right, from July 1st to July 27th, what was my performance? How did I perform? How much money did I make? How many people did I enroll to my business? How many people joined my business? How many people made money in my business? Are my customers satisfied? You got to be able to look at that now and be like, man, I need to work on certain areas in my business. You mean to tell me that I'm a business owner and it's been 27 days in the month of July and I haven't enrolled someone into my business? I haven't made a sale in my business. You need to take that personal and be like, man, I need to pay more attention. It's been 27 days. No sales. No one joined my business. There's obviously something that you need to change. There's obviously something that you're not paying attention to, that you're overlooking, that's allowing you to get these kind of results and having this performance. Remember, the drama is in the details. What is the drama? The drama is your performance. Your performance is based on your attention to the details. If you have, if you go on a recruiting spree, let's say you're like, all right, my goal is to go out there and recruit 10 new people into my business in the month of August. Well, we got to look at the month of July first. What did you do in the month of July? How many times a week did you promote your business? How many networking events did you go to? How many times did you present the business? How many hours was your business open? Right? Matt did this training for me the other day, about a month or two ago. And it was called Encountering Reality. And he was doing it for someone in my business. And the question he asked them was, he said, all right, how many hours a day is your business open? He asked this individual, how many hours a day is your business open? And the person obviously was confused. And he was like, what do you mean my business? Like, what do you mean my business is open? He said, well, in network marketing, right? Your business is open when you are presenting the business, when you are showing the plan. Okay. So that person said, she said, oh, okay, that makes sense. She said, I probably do one presentation a week. 1 to 2 presentations a week, she said. So he said, all right. So he started he wants her to encounter reality. So he said, okay, let's break this down. So let's say 2 presentations. That's what he said. I remember it clearly. He said, all right, so you do 2 presentations a week. Let's say you do 30 minutes each. Let's say that means that your business is only open 1 hour a week. Which means that if this was a traditional business, right, you only open your store 1 hour the whole week. If we do the math, listen to me, 1 hour a week, okay, that's 4 hours a month. And if we multiply that by 12, okay, that's 48 hours a year. Okay, 48 hours a year, which is a total of 2 days the whole year that your business is open. So out of 365 days, your business is only open 2 days out of 365. Have you ever seen a business that is only open 2 days out of the year and they're successful? No, it's impossible. And when I'm the fly in the wall. I'm the fly on the wall. I'm on the call just to listen, just to connect. And I was scratching my head for her. I was like, shit, damn. He said, how are you going to be successful? Your business is only open 2 days out of the year. How are you going to be successful? You told me you want to help your family. You told me you want to make 6 figures. You told me you want to, buy a house. You told me that you want to provide a better life for your kids. But your business is only open 2 days out of the whole entire year. There's never been a business that was open 2 days out of the year and was a successful business. Never. So how is it that you think that you can do that and expect success? And I could see her face, and I could see how, like, when someone's telling you something real and you kind of feel it up here, you're like, oh my God, this is crazy. She faced reality right there. And he challenged her to open up her business more hours out of the week. Because that's probably, right? That's probably something that a lot of you guys on this call needed to hear as well. Some of you guys probably, this advice was for her, but some of you guys needed the same advice. How are you going to be successful? You only present your business 1 hour a day or one time a week? How is that ever going to work for you? It's never going to work like that. Your business needs to be open multiple hours a day, multiple hours a week. This is called encountering reality. The reason why I've been able to have thousands of people join my business is because my business is open multiple hours. Because this is the thing. Yes, I do presentations. So for example, I usually do at least either 1 to 2 presentations a day. Minimum 1. My goal is always 5 to 6 a week. That's minimum for me. Minimum 5 to 6 a week. That's minimum. Okay. On good weeks, I do 10 to 12 presentations, which means 10 to 12 times a week, my business is being presented. Now, the beauty of my business is that I'm not the only one doing presentations, because Michael's doing presentations, Julie's doing presentations, KD's doing presentations, Katie's doing presentations, Crafty's doing presentations, Jay Miles is doing presentations, Jasmine's doing presentations. People within my organization are also doing it. So when I'm not there, so it's kind of like when I'm not in the store, Jasmine is in the store. When Jasmine is not in the store, Michael's in the store. So my business is open, not just the hours that I'm there, but also when they're there. So my business is always open. And not just here, but I have business in Africa. I have business in South America. I have business in California. I have business in Germany. I have business in Australia. I have businesses I have business in the UK. You see how that happens? I have business right now. Shout out to my brother Crafty in the Dominican Republic, building up the Dominican Republic right there in the chat box, Francis Estrella. He's in the Dominican Republic. I'm not there, but he's there. I have my family out in California. When I'm sleeping at midnight, it's 9 p.m. in Cali, and they're doing presentations then. You see how that works? That's the key. That's the key right there. Pay attention to the details. Pay attention to the details in your business. Find out how close everybody in your business is to their next rank, to their next level. See what's going on all the time. This is key information that I'm giving you guys right now. You should be able to go through your business and know who's close to their next level and who's not. Who you need to help, who you need to give more time to. And for my people who are in the trading world, this also goes paying attention to the details in the trading world. I won't talk too much about it because I know not everybody in here is a trader, right? But even when it comes to trading, pay attention to the details in your trading plan, your compound plan, your emotions, the times that you're trading, the pair, the strategy. All of these things got to be paid attention to. The mentor you have, the times that you're getting into the trades, everything. Pay attention to them. Because like I said, the drama is in the details. And the drama is your performance. And your performance is based on the attention that you have to the details. This is super key. Type a 3 in the chat box if you guys are getting value from this and if this is helping you guys understand things on a different level. You have to pay attention to the details in your business. Everyone here, I don't care that it's summertime. You need to be sharing the plan and talking about your business every single day, even if it's one person a day. That's what I committed to when I started. I said, bro, I'm gonna make sure that Monday through Friday, I find at least one person that I can present my business to. One person that I can show what my business is about. Just one person a day. Whether it's a family member, whether it's a friend, whether it's social media, whether it's somebody on the street that I meet, whether it's the person that does my coffee at Starbucks, whoever it is, I got to find one person that I show my business to and that I present my business to. Is everybody going to buy? Obviously not. Not everybody's going to buy, but the more people you share it with, the higher the chances you have of people buying. You're actually going to get more no's than you do get yeses. So embrace the no's, because every no you get is actually you getting closer to that yes that you're looking for. You getting closer to that sale that you are looking for. Pay attention to the details with your business. Okay, that was number 2. Number 3, pay attention to the details with your team. Pay attention to the details with your team if you have an organization. Like I said, who's close to the next level? Right? Pay attention to who needs help, who needs a conversation. Right? Pay attention to people's needs and their wants and their whys, their stories, their points that activate them. There's certain people that, because I know them, I know what their pain points are. I know how to activate them. They could be down, they can be out, and I can call them and I know exactly what button I need to touch to activate them. Do you know that about the people in your business? Do you know the button that you can touch in somebody's life in your business that can activate them if they're down? Do you know how to communicate with the individuals in your business? Do you know how to hold certain individuals in your business accountable? These are all things that we got to pay attention to. The details, even when it comes to the team. Because remember, this is what's going to duplicate within your organization. If you don't pay attention to the details, no one else is going to pay attention to the details. You're only going to attract who you are. So if you start paying attention to the details, you're going to attract people that start paying attention as well. So pay attention to the details with your team. That's number 3. Number 4, pay attention to the details with your social media. Are you posting content every day? Are you posting reels? Are you posting TikToks? What does your audience like? Does your audience like to see your face more? Does your audience like to see other things more? Right? At what time are you? I know at the time I need to post in order for me to get the most engagement. Are you paying attention to that? Are you following people every day? How many times a week? Or can I go on your story right now and see you promoting your business? Is there an opportunity for me to show interest in your business if I go to your story right now? Is there a call to action in your story or somewhere in your Instagram that if I was interested in what you do, that I can go and be like, hey, I'm interested, without having to contact you? Is there a way? Is there a link tree that you have? How many times a week are you posting? What are your captions like? Are you getting engagement in your comments? These are all things you have to be paying attention to. Do you get more engagement on your reels, or do you get more engagement on your pictures? What kind of people are following you? Do you have more of a male following, or do you have more of a female following? Who are you gearing your promotion and your business towards? You see how much different things, like, I know some of you guys are listening to this and you guys are like, damn, I need to pay more attention to the details of my social media. I'm not posting 3 to 4 times a week. I'm not putting my face on camera. There's you look at your story right now. Is there somewhere in your story where I can go to your story right now and there's a poll or there's something that can allow me to participate in it that shows me that I'm interested in your business. This is valuable information that I'm covering right now. Is your profile professional? Is your bio set up in a way where I know what you do just based off of your bio? Do you have a nice profile picture? Do you have a professional profile picture? Right? I either have an NFT as my profile picture, or I have a good picture with me in a nice suit as my profile picture. What kind of content do you post? Are you intentional with the content that you post? This is all valuable information that we all need to be paying attention to. Like I said, the drama is in the details. And the drama is your performance. And your performance is your attention to the detail. Are you paying attention to this though? Are you posting weekly? Or has it been months since you last posted? Are you posting 5 to 10 stories a day? This is stuff that we all got to be paying attention to. This is all stuff that we need to be paying attention to. This is stuff that I had to pay attention to. And once I did, everything started to change. I promise you guys, I'm dead serious. I started to really pay more attention to everything. The pictures that I posted, at the time that I posted them, the time that I posted them, the way I engaged. I got to the point where I even engaged. I said, okay, I'm gonna try something new. This is something that I tried. I saw that I wasn't getting engagement in my pictures. Like, no one was really commenting on my stuff and stuff like that. So you know what I started to do? I started to be like, all right, before I post a picture, I'm gonna give. Let me give this a shot. Let me attempt this. So what I would do is, for 30 minutes, I would just engage with other people's posts before I made my post. So let's say right now is 10:15 a.m. here Eastern time. From 10:15 a.m. till 10:45, I was on Instagram and I was engaging with everybody. Everybody's posts. Like, comment, show love, like and comment, like and comment, like and comment, like and comment. For 30 minutes straight. Like and comment on everybody's stuff. Fire emojis, yes, fire, dope caption, nice dress, nice location, beautiful background, boom, 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 boom. And then when I was done with my 30 minutes of engaging, then I would make a post. And guess what? Because I showed them love, guess what they did now? They showed me love. So now I went from getting less than 5 or 10 comments on my pictures to now getting 50, 60, 70 comments on my pictures. You see that? Because like CJ said, I was grabbing their attention beforehand. Right? So I would grab their attention beforehand, and then they would see me drop a picture. They'll be like, well, Nano showed me love on my picture. Let me show him love. It's a give and then you receive. So I went from getting 10 comments on my pictures to now getting 50, 60, 70, even sometimes 100 comments. Because since I was always doing it, okay, it's so funny because you show love once to one person and that person will show you love every time. Because some people are not posting as consistent as I am. So I may show, for example, Junior love today, right? Junior posts one picture every once in a while, for example, as an example. Junior posts a picture every once in a while, okay? But I showed him love on that one picture that he posted, right? But I post every other day. Guess what? Junior is showing me love on my pictures every other day for the one time that I showed him love. I have people like that. I have people that I go to their pages, I'm like, damn, they haven't posted, but they show me love every time that I post a picture because of the one time that I showed them love. I paid attention to that. And if you go to my pictures now, you see I get so many comments on my pictures, but it's because of how much love I show to these individuals And even the people, and there's people that I haven't showed love to yet, but I always do my best to get back to. Everybody that comments on my stuff, I always comment back as well. That's something I always take the time to do. I take 30 minutes and I sit down, and everybody who comments on my stuff, I recognize that they commented, and I send them a thank you. I send them some love. I send them an emoji, and I sit down and I tell them that I'm there. And I even go to their pages and show them love on their pictures and like and comment on their stuff as well. Paying attention. I'm not just on social media scrolling pointlessly with no intention. No, I'm on social media following new people. Okay? I'm following 100 new people a day. Did you guys know that you can only follow 7,500 people on Instagram? I've hit the max. If you go to my Instagram right now, you can go to my Instagram right now and you will see that I follow the max amount of people. I can't follow any more people at this point. Okay, I can't follow any more people at this point because I follow a total of 7,500. Right now, I'm following 7,499 people. I only have one other person that I can follow, but I know that doesn't look good. I know I'm supposed to unfollow a lot of people, but the reason why I have so many following? No, the reason why I'm following so many, you can only follow 7,500 people. The reason why was because when I was on my come up and when I was, building up my Instagram, every day I would follow 50 people in the morning and 50 people at night intentionally. I did that for months. So I would go to like Grant Cardone's page. I would go to famous entrepreneurs pages and DJs and stuff. And I would look for, that shit, it probably used to take me like 20, 30 minutes to find solid 50 people. And I would go, okay, I'm going to follow this person, follow this person, follow this person, follow this person, follow. And I would follow 50 on my own before Mornings with Nano even helped me blow up. Mornings with Nano obviously helped me blow up my Instagram because, and I never paid for followers, never. None of my followers are fake. They are all 100% real. Okay. All of my things came naturally. I built mine up to like about 10K on my own, just based off of just following people on my own. The rest came after Mornings when Nano blew up and everybody was posting me and their followers were following me. And then over the years, the whole nine, obviously. But that's how I did it. 50 in the morning, 50 at night, because I was being intentional. I'm like, bro, the people that are watching my stories, for example, some of you guys haven't followed new people in months, but you're still posting the same business. You're posting the same stories, the same stuff. People are already tired of it. It's obviously that they're not going to buy. So you need to go and follow new people that need to see new content. So that's what I would do. I'm like, all right, these amount of people, they're already sick of me. They're already sick of my trading. They're already sick of this crypto stuff. Let me go and follow 100 new people a day. That's 700 new people a week. Guess what? Now I have 700 new eyes, and maybe you won't get all 700, but let's say you get 400 or 500 of those people to now look at your stories and look at your page. Guess what? Now you have newer people who are interested in what you're doing. Can you tell me more? How do I learn this? And you start doing that over the months. Guys, we're talking about thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people that now are seeing you. And now, guess what? You're building your success based off of what? Strangers. I tell people this all the time. 100% of my business, right? If we were to put, let's say I have a total of 1,000 people in my business. A total of 1,000 people in my business. 1,000 people. 99% of the people in my business are strangers. 99% are strangers. Only 1% of people in my business are people that I knew and grew up with, family and friends. Which means out of 1,000 people, 990 people are strangers. Only 10 people in my business are people that I know personally that I grew up with. And I think it's actually less than 10. Because I have like maybe 1 or 2 family members and a few friends that I grew up with. So think about that. I've helped more strangers make money than I did from my own family and friends. And honestly, guys, it breaks my heart that that's a reality. I've helped more strangers make money than I ever did from my friends and my family. There's strangers that I've helped become 6-figure earners, 7-figure earners, multiple success stories, business owners, opened up stores, crypto investments, NFT holders, traveled the world with. I've done more for strangers than I've done for friends and family. But why is that? Because friends and family don't support you until strangers start to celebrate you. Because remember, friends and family see you for who you are. Strangers see you for where you're going. You guys don't understand. You guys believe in me more than my own friends and family do. That's the sad part. You guys post me and support me more than my own friends and family do. I don't take it personal. I get it. I understand it's life. I don't take it personal, but I just want you guys to know that that's how it works. Some of you guys show me more love than my own friends and family. Support me more than my own friends and family. I have friends that never promoted my business once. Never. They never bought a piece of merch. They've never even just posted my podcast like, yo, my brother Nano just released a podcast. You guys should listen to it. They didn't even show love to the podcast, bro. And they're my friends and family. But if they were to post their business and they were to hit me up, yo, Nano, show me love right away, Nano, because I'm such a good person. Yeah, bro, whatever you need, bro. Give me, what's the name of the business? What's the Instagram handle? I got you, bro. I'll promote it on Mornings with Nano, everything. I got you, fam. It be like that. Nothing personal. I love them the same. I don't expect anything from them. That's all. That's all it is. I've learned that I can't have any expectations of certain people. That's all it is. You can't have expectations for people. This is what I always tell people, and this is what I've learned about expectations. Never set expectations for people. What you do is you allow people to set the expectations themselves, and you treat them to the level of expectations that they hold themselves. Don't ever let that go over your head right there. That'll save you so much time and pain and hurt and personal issues if you understand that right there. Never set expectations for people. Never. Never set expectations for people. Let them set the expectations themselves. And when they set them, you treat them to the level of the expectations that they hold themselves. So if they hold themselves at a high expectation, you treat them to that level of high expectation. If they have a low expectation, you treat them to that level. So that way you're never hurt. You're never taking anything personal. That way you'll never get disappointed. Because if I had this level of expectation for this individual, but he didn't meet that expectation, now I feel some kind of way. Now I'm hurt. Now I'm disappointed. I have no expectations, bro. This is the expectation that you hold yourself to. Okay, that's what I'm going to cling on to. I'm going to hold you to where you hold yourself to. And that's it. And that's it. And that's what I would want for you guys, for me. Never expect too much from Nano either. Hold me to the level of expectation that I hold myself. If I hold myself to a high expectation, you hold me to that high expectation. If I lower it, you hold me to that. Or you call me out like, yo, Nano, I had this expectation of you. You showed up lower than it. What's up, bro? What's going on right there? That has happened to me. Call people out on their stuff. But that was a whole nother topic that I just went to. But pay attention to the details, guys. The details is key. The details are very, very key. And I know that if all of us especially with what we've been learning from the feeling is a secret to, mindset and spirituality and details. You take all of these things and you start to apply them, and you put them all in a bowl together, and you sprinkle a little bit of your sauce. Woof. You guys are going to have a very, very successful year. You guys are going to have a very, very successful few months. Promise you that. But you got to pay attention to the details. The drama is in the details. The drama is your performance, and your performance is based off of your attention to detail. All right, fam. So with that being said, that is everything that I wanted to cover right there. If you guys got value from that, 333s in the chat box. If you guys got value from that, and if you guys want, like I said, you guys can dive into other areas when it comes to the details as well. When it comes to your spirituality, take one thing at a time, though. Don't try to do all of them at once, but one thing at a time. What is one thing in every area that you can start paying more attention to? These are very, very important. All right, family. So with that being said, that wraps up today's call. Guys, if you haven't liked this video, like this video. Show love. Let us know how grateful you are in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Turn on the post notifications as well. I think it's important that we turn on post notifications every chance that we get, so that way the moment that I go live, you're on the call. If you want to follow me on Instagram at Long Live Nano. Be careful for the fake pages, and if you do get a fake page, report it so we can get rid of those. My TikTok is Long Live Nano, and my Twitter, is Live Love Nano. Subscribe to my channel. If you want to find my podcast, you can find it on Apple, Spotify. You can find it on Amazon Music, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio. You can just look it up under Mornings with Nano. And I'm super, super grateful for all of you guys. I'm going to do a quick prayer for all of us, and then we're going to head out, all right? Everybody bow your heads and let's pray. Father God, thank you so much for waking us up on this beautiful Wednesday morning where we get a chance to, embrace our journey and get better at everything that you've allowed us to learn more about. Today, we understood more about paying attention to the details and the little things that we got to do on a day-to-day basis to make sure that we get the big things accomplished. And I ask God that you allow us to open our eyes to the small things, and I ask that you brighten up the things that we need to pay more attention to, because there's a lot of us who are missing out on a lot of the details in our lives. And due to the fact that we are missing out on those details, we are missing out on great performances and great results that we can be getting that can help our families and can help the people around us. So for those who need help with finding the details and finding the little things that they got to do, Father, I pray that you help them see it more after this call. I hope that you make them more aware of those things so that way we can improve in each area of our life. Continue to protect us, continue to guide us, continue to give us the wisdom that we need each and every single day to serve our purpose. We are extremely grateful for you. Keep loving us, keep protecting us, because honestly, God, we are here for the long run with you, and we are willing to do whatever it takes to stand by your side, God. So we love you so much and we appreciate you so much. Let's go out there and have an intentional day filled with paying attention to the details. We love you. We appreciate you. And in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. 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 All right, fam. So with that being said, guys, pay attention to the details. The drama is in the details. The drama is your performance, and your performance is based off your attention to detail. I said it so many times so that you can really hear it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. All right, fam. So I love y'all. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day. Pay attention to the details, and I will see you guys tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Let's roll, let's rock, and let's get it, fam.